What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I'll be doing a technical analysis breakdown for AIRBNB with the ticker symbol ABNB. Remember that if you want a chart analysis guaranteed to be done, please read the description below. Before we begin, please take a second to give the video a like and subscribe for more chart analysis. I appreciate all those who have already subscribed and liked my videos. Just a reminder that this video is for entertainment purposes only, does not constitute any financial advice. I will first go over what I see on the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. So my first impressions on the daily chart is that AIRBNB is having a tough time breaking through that 154 support level. Let me show you guys that right now. So prices are kind of consolidating at the between the 154 and 171 level. Prices are consolidating. However, prices are also making lower lows and lower highs, so I think we're going to see lower prices for AIRBNB in the future. You can see that prices are making lower highs right here. That's a lower high, and now we just made a lower high today. However, we are making the same lows, so this is a descending triangle, something like this. So this could be a violent breakout to the upside or downside, but it's a higher probability we'll break to the downside because normally the breakout will be with the prevailing trend, and the prevailing trend is down. You see that the EMA is pointing down. Most of the price bars are below the EMA, so that's why I'm leaning more towards the bearish side. There's really not a lot of bullish signs on the chart as of right now, and I'm going to show you guys more reasons why I'm bearish than bullish, but my main one is that we're in a downtrend. However, prices are being supported at the 154 level, but I think they're going to get stopped out, and prices are going to break below it to enter the 140s level. So that's my analysis for AIRBNB. You can also see that there's a measure move that could potentially be hit right here. That would be the first leg down. This would be the second leg down. So my target is at the 134 level, but I think we're going to exceed it. But let's just stick with what the chart is telling me. So right now it looks like price action can reach the 134 level. If we break below that support at the 154 level, I think the floor is just going to fall out, and prices are just going to continue to trend lower and lower. So let me zoom out a little bit more. You can see that it's obviously just a range. Since December of 2020, the price action is just going up and down, and it looks like the range resistance is at the 207 level. So that's where prices are getting rejected and being sent back to the support side, and it looks like the support side is right at the 130 level, and that's where people are buying the market up and then getting out of their trade at the 208 level, and then just rinse and repeating. So that's how these millionaires or the rich people get richer and richer. It's very simple if you know how to do it. I mean, it's obviously easier said than done, but you can see how it's done. They're buying the lows, selling at the highs. They're selling at the highs, buying puts, entering short positions, and then selling and getting out at the lows. So just rinse and repeating, and you can get a lot more money than buying and holding. Even though that's not a bad strategy, but I'm just saying you can get a lot more money from just trading the market if you know what you're doing. But it's not easy, as I've said it is. You can see that the market had a double top right at the resistance level. That was a signal for sellers to enter the market. They entered the market, they dropped it down, they created a spike down, and now we're in a spike in channel. We're making lower highs pretty much at every swing, and now we're probably going to break below that 154 level to enter my target at the 134 level, which is at the measured move. You can see that EMA is acting as overhead resistance also. Prices are having a tough time breaking above it, and it's pointing down. And since we just came at the top side of the range, normally in the market structure, we work to the lower side of the range. So everything's pointing down. There's like 9 things I just mentioned, or 10 things I just mentioned that are bearish, and maybe one thing that's bullish is that prices are being supported at the 154 level. So, I mean, would I enter short right now? No, it's too close to support. You can see that this is where we can get a bounce, but I think it's a 50% chance. So we could get a bounce or we couldn't. I think there's more factors leaning that we won't get the bounce, but a smart trader is still not going to be entering into support. So I'm just telling you guys that right now. We could just bounce here and continue to trend higher. past the 176 level, maybe then find resistance and then continue lower. But let's just go by what I'm seeing on the chart right now. So we could if we do break through that level, then that's where my targets are and that's where prices are heading. So let's go and wrap this up on the weekly chart. So here's the weekly chart for Airbnb. Not that much to say, except that you can see that prices are inside of that consolidation phase and just chopping back and forth for the past couple of weeks. So I think eventually we are going to break down and reach that 134 target I had, which is right at the previous strong support, which is at the lower side of the range. But there's also another chance if we get that measure move and we continue to trend lower and lower, then I'm gonna have to use another measure move, and there's also a strong possibility for this one to be hit also. And this one's right at the 123 level, so 122 123 level, which is pretty much near the all-time lows for Airbnb. And this is a very similar chart, not exactly, but I'm just saying it's a similar chart to a stock that I predicted pretty well, which is SPCE. You can see that this high right here is much lower. I mean, it's lower than this high after going up and down the stock. Let me go to that chart right now, SPCE, and you can see it's pretty similar. So that's why I made that measured move. If that would be the first leg down and this would be the second leg down, you can see that the measured move target is exactly at the $9, and exactly that's where prices went. And we could be a little bit short, we could exceed it by a little bit, but this just gives you a ballpark range of where prices are headed, and it pretty much reached it right to the price. So let's go back to Airbnb. So remember how we went down and then we went up, but this previous high was lower than the last one, so that's the measured move. So price action hit it on this chart, and I think it's also gonna hit it on this chart. Very similar. So just letting you guys know, it doesn't have to play out, but it's something to look for. So that's all I have for Airbnb. Thank you for stopping by and checking out my video. Make sure to check out the rest of the channels, as you might be surprised at what you can learn. Leave a comment down below on where you think prices are headed. Also share the video if you want your friends to learn about the markets. Lastly, I appreciate any feedback to help improve the channel, since I want to deliver great content to you guys. See you next time, and bye.